I'm Dr. Tuam, and today I'm going to talk with Pooneh Hajimohammadi, a professional actress. You probably know her from the movies The Machine and Don't Knock Twice. Now I'm waiting for her to join the chat so that we can start our conversation together. Hi everyone, welcome. So I hope she won't face any difficulties the first time she couldn't join us. Let's see. Hopefully it won't be a problem this time. It's usually natural for the first timers who are using Instagram. It's not that easy. Yes, Pooneh is here. Let me invite her. I have sent the request. I don't know if you have reached it or not. If not, let me resend it once more. Okay, I've sent the request.
Hello.
Hi, Pooneh.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you very much. You're in London now, right?
Yes.
So how's everything going there?
Yeah, good. It's good. I love
It's
London.
good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. But what about the weather?
The weather, here is mostly raining.
So you got used to it already.
Yes.
So
Where are
Pune,
you?
I'm in Cyprus now, but
Oh,
Cyprus is always sunny and very hot.
cool.
Not very cool sometimes because in August especially it's too hot. And even as Persians, it's not that easy to survive there. So Pune, I have series of questions ready for you, but
Yeah, sure.
would you please start by introducing yourself to the viewers?
Okay. Hi. I'm Pooneh. I'm an actress and writer and photographer. So I worked in Iran. I moved to UK in 2005. So you ask me what you want to know.
So guys, you can also ask your questions during the live show and I will do my best to catch the best ones and also share with Pune. So Pune, you had experience working both in Iran and in the UK. So what would you say as the differences between these two environments?
Um, I mean, it's a really big question to go through it. I don't know where to start. Uh, well, first of all, you don't need to censor yourself and cover yourself. You can be yourself, create new characters in here, in UK or any other part of the world, which in Iran, there is always the censorship. I mean, I loved working in Iran. It was great, good experience and bad experience, same as everywhere. I don't know. I worked in Canada. I love that as well. It's a different experience, and I love to go to different parts of the world and work with different crew and directors. Yeah, it's a really big question.
Yes, it's very hard to just go through all aspects of it. But what would you say, for example, as your funny memories from theater in Iran, when you think about those days? Any specific funny memories come to mind that you want to share with us?
um, I mean, always people when they ask me about theater, the first thing is my nightmare memory of the theater, which now I laugh at it and I just see it as some adventure. When I was on a stage, I was attacked by these extremists, so we had to run away from the back of the stage, which was, when I'm looking back, I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe I was like running in the dark with all lights on me. So we have to escape.
But
So
what was the problem exactly? Was it your dress or your act? What was
I
the
was
problem?
wearing this dress called shalite, which is very traditional Iranian dress. Shalite. It's kind of, you wear big trousers and now you've got this skirt over it. Which when I was moving in on a stage, it was just kind of, it it was like dancing
Oh,
because
I
of
see.
the way the skirt was. And we were doing this theater which called Hasanak Kojai, and I was playing a lamb. It was supposed to be a comedy, and it was really funny. So they invited us to do that in Shilat for another company for celebration of, I don't know, it was anniversary of Shilat in Azadi Square. And well, because of the money, obviously, we said, yes, we go in. And then we went there. And then before I go on a stage, the wife of the director strapped my breast. So she's like, make it flat, which I don't have a big one anyway. And then they told me, don't move too much and don't, just trying to be as minimum as you can. And I'm like, oh, okay. I was very young. I was like 20 and I had no idea. I was like this silly girl, have no idea about the world. And obviously I grew up in Iran and I knew all these, you have to be very careful. So I went on a stage and I was standing and I realized my two other actor friends stopped me. I could see before that people are leaving on, the audience, we were leaving the saloon, the theater, and I could see a woman in total black was like shouting and saying things, and I was like, remember my teacher Mahinoskui, which I loved her. It's like, remember her, Stanislavski, fourth, wall. You cannot remember, like you cannot let them to do that to you. And then I realized these two actors, they stopped me. And I was like, what's going on? I was like, really, no idea what's happening. So they're like, stop it. And I'm like, what's going on? And I looked and I saw, yeah, there's a woman standing in front of the stage. And I'm like, you, sorry, fucking bitch, come down, like, da, da, da. And somebody pushed me back on stage, pulled me out, and they just said, run. So I was like running through the corridor, going, and it was dark. I didn't know where I was going. I was this with all really crazy makeups on. So I ran, and honestly, I remember that. And I was like, there was crazy light, like a horror movie, red light, green light. So I was like running, and I came out. I'm like, yes, freedom, I'm running out. And they stopped me outside. They stopped me outside. I was like really nervous at that point. I was like, I couldn't breathe. It was like two Basiji. And they're like, who are you? Why are you wearing this clothes? You have to come with us. And I'm like, but we haven't done anything. And then people got involved. And eventually they let me go and let everybody go. But we were really, really upset. So yeah, after that, we went back to Tasrashar and we were still doing the theater for a couple of weeks. But we always had some people guiding the door because we weren't sure if they would attack us again. There was no, it was not secure what we were doing. And we weren't doing anything wrong, in my opinion, except my skirt maybe was a bit short, but I had to try.
I see. But for sure, it was not a funny memory. It was very scary, that moment.
Funny. I just looking back, I'm like,
but at the moment, yes.
Many people. Yeah, no, at that moment was scary. And obviously, so many people stopped working with me. And I remember, like, they said, oh, you want to bring her to the theater because she's pretty and you want to, like, bring pretty girl in. Not I count myself as a pretty girl, but that's what they were saying. So yeah, no, a couple of production, they had to stop me going. We start practicing, rehearsing, and then they said, no, we cannot having you. So yeah.
So it was one of the factors that you decided that maybe you go outside Iran and you continue your act somewhere else.
I mean, at that point, still, I was very hopeful. And, I don't know, after that, I had this shaking hand with one of the non-film festival in Hotel Lale. And that was the big hit on me, which I was getting really successful on TV. And I was getting offer, like, doing the main role after, like, a really long time. And because of that picture, or I don't know what was it, and some very kind producer, because I was going to the meeting and everything was going well, and I had to sign this contract, and it was the contract, and I was like, suddenly everything was quiet and nobody was telling me. And this is like killing for an artist, because you're all your life is working and you want to work and you just get the success and you want to continue. And somebody, one of these really lovely producers, which I really have to thank him, he said to me that it was 100 people, 100 or 101 people, and I was one of them, that I couldn't work for a year. And that was like a big hit. And I was like, bloody hell, I lost theater. And it's very difficult to get to the cinema because of all the relationship you have to play, all the family business of the cinema in Iran. I was like, I have no choice, you know. And I knew, like, I would shake again hand, I would smoke again, I would just go to the party. I was this woman who didn't care about anything, and I knew I would not be able to work with them. So yeah, that was the end. I decided that's it, I want to leave.
So what you're saying is very interesting. Like, as an actor, it's very easy for you to play any roles, but when this is real you cannot just play that. It's you. You cannot do the things that you don't like.
I mean, it's crazy. Why wouldn't you? And then the life doesn't mean anything if you don't play yourself, if you don't be yourself, if you have to act all the time. What the life has any meaning after that? No. And that's another problem in Iran. Like, I know some of my friends, which they don't wear headscarf. They don't believe in many things, or they don't believe the government, but they still play their role, and they contribute to them, to just like, yeah, we believe in you, we want you, look at how, good I look, in your eyes. And they play. And I don't want to criticize them, but I just feel like you shouldn't do that. We have to change them. Don't let them change you. You just be what you want. And I couldn't play that role. I could not be someone, not me.
I see. And that's true. Actually, those who survived there, they did actually those things that they could survive there. And you just couldn't do that, as you explained. And it is totally understandable. And so you went to London right after it, or you went to another country?
No, I went to Berlin, and I had my short film was showing there, I think, that time, called Iranian Conserve. I went to Berlin. I was going to stay in Berlin. I even was getting a flat with 2 other actresses. And then something crazy happened, which I can't tell. And then I thought to myself, that's a sign. I have to go, because I was very, I wasn't sure if I should stay in Berlin or should go to UK, because I knew UK is better for me because of the language, and it was more open to the world of cinema, learning English. But obviously, because I was scared, I didn't have anyone in UK. I didn't know where I was going, where I even didn't know the first night I'm arriving to UK, which hotel I should go, where I should stay. So I was like really scared coming to UK. But I'm glad. I think there is something happened, and I thought that as a sign, and I came to UK, and I'm happy, really happy here. I love London.
That's great. And people are saying that you are amazing, Pooneh. You are pretty. You mentioned something about pretty. I said, yes, you are pretty indeed. And you played also a role of Afghan girl. How was the experience about that?
The Bill, the TV series Bill. Are you?
It was a TV series. Yes.
Yes. Oh gosh, that was really long time ago. It was a TV series, very popular in UK. It's one of those TV series was going for a really long time, like maybe 20, 30 years. And yeah, I had audition, and they asked me to play this girl. It was really nice.
Yes.
That was my first job coming out of Iran.
Yes, that was a good experience that you understood, okay, from here maybe I can start and see where it goes. And this is not everything is dead for me for art. I can continue here and survive.
I cannot say it was easy. I think it was very, very difficult to enter this industry outside Iran, because I worked really hard for what I achieved in Iran. And it took me ages because I didn't have anyone to support me in Iran in theater or cinema or TV. And I didn't have any relationship with anyone to get. I had offer and I could get it like that. If I did, I would be one of the superstar in Iran straight away in very short time. But I really respect myself. I never wanted. I had offer from the toppest director in Iran. Do something for me and I'll make you to be in this movie. Many times. But no, I didn't want to. And I think cinema is very important to me. I love acting, but I love myself more. I respect myself more. And if I don't work, I don't care. I'll do something else. I'll do my picture as I'm starting doing. I'll go on writing, which I'm doing now. And I wrote something called Portrait of the Sinner, which is hopefully we are filming it in Turkey in October, November. And it's my first time as a writer and director. I don't care, you know. If you don't want to cast me, you want to sleep with me to cast me, I'm sorry, fuck you. And I am not going to do that. So I'm one of those girls not going to do anything for role. And I'm still there.
Yes, sure. We are
Something
hearing you very well.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll always do something and I always survive. And I'm not waiting for anyone to offer me something, you know, like that.
So,
And
you know,
what I was saying was like, it's really difficult when I started here because I had to start learning the language, knowing people, which I have already done in Iran, you know, going a step by step up and build up my reputation. And I had to start not even from zero. I have to start -100 because I was very new. I was already late 20, which it's difficult for actors. They start really early age. And of course I had to learn English. So for that reason, it was very tough, very tough. But I'm very happy, more than happy.
yes, I totally respect that, Pune. I know that I'm not the only one that feels that about you, that you made the right choice, definitely. And especially after the movie that I'm going to talk about, The Machine, that's the movie that I got introduced to you for the first time. I didn't know you from Iran. So directly I know you from this movie. And I looked, oh, Pune is an Iranian name. So what's going on here? So that's how I got introduced to you. So would you tell me about your experiences in that movie?
Okay. Yeah, The Machine actually was directed by my husband, Craddock James.
And he was the writer also, right?
He was a writer as well. We did a promo together as well. I was like his first machine, really. I did so. We went to a street. I was like doing crazy robot, walking crazy robot on the street, um, and then when the film happened, I got this role, and I loved it. It was really good, nice experience because I loved my hair, and I loved the way she was, and it was nice to play a role that I never had the opportunity to play. Yeah, I really like that role.
And it felt to me like the robot language was Persian language sometimes. Was it
Yes,
true?
yes.
Yes.
I always try and push myself. No, we practice to do it really different way, but Iranian always picked it up. They always
That was actually cool. Yes, when I noticed, yes, this one should be Persian. It was very nice that you somehow insert that Persian thing inside this movie as well.
yes, yes.
So, did you have any role beside being an actress and play that role in that movie? I mean, for example, giving some suggestion because your husband was the writer and director of that movie.
I don't remember now, but I remember like we worked together on the promo, but not really. I tried to help him when he was like trying to raise the money for it, but No, he did it himself, and he wrote this role for me as well, which was amazing.
Yes, that role was very, very interesting. Was very interesting, and also I noticed that your husband actually is a good writer, and the way he writes the story is very interesting, and the twist he used inside the movie also very interesting. And I noticed that again inside the other movie, Don't Knock Twice, but he wasn't actually the writer in that movie. He was,
No, he wasn't. He
yes.
was. They offered him to do this film, and he just did it.
Yes, but I noticed also in that movie there were some similarities. It's like their team somehow they managed to make the story very interesting. So it seems that he cares about the story very much.
Yeah, no, he loves writing, and he's a very good writer. And yeah.
So I heard that it's going to be a TV series about the machine. What happened to that project?
That's a really long story. We went to Canada to film it, and it went quite well, but it was in edit suite some disagreement, so unfortunately it didn't happen. That's all I can say.
Yeah, yeah, the fans of that movie for sure got very
I think
disappointed when
okay.
that happened.
Can
Yes, we should wait a little to see if it's getting connected. Is it okay now? Okay, let's see. Okay, is it better now? It seems that you are frozen.
Hi, I
It
can
seems
speak
it's okay
again.
now. Is it okay now?
Yes, I think so.
Great. Okay, so as I was saying that many fans were disappointed when that happened, that that project got canceled. Is there any way that the machine can continue again?
Who knows? I'll ask him and I'll let you know.
So what about your experience in Don't Knock Twice? It was a horror movie.
Yeah, my role in Don't Knock Twice was quite small, and I had just my daughter, and she was 6 months old, and I was coming back to film after quite a while, being pregnant and have a baby. So it was nice to do something little, just go back. I had a really good experience with other girls, and we really had fun. With movies, I just trying to get, have fun and enjoy all everyday experience, because not happening every day for me. So when I get job, I really trying to enjoy. I don't put too much pressure on me, and just that's it.
And it was your own daughter on that movie, right?
Yes.
Raika.
Yeah.
So how did
Right.
it feel that your own daughter and you are in the same movie?
It
And you
was
call her
good.
Azizam also.
Daughter was on the set with I always trying to have some fun wherever I go, because it's so important and dear to me, speaking Farsi. I love that. And I did a movie in Luxembourg during the lockdown, which I was speaking Farsi sometimes. I was playing this Iranian woman who goes to Switzerland with her husband, and for some reason she doesn't want to be there anymore, and she wants to go back to Iran, but her husband doesn't want to, and she argue with him, and then she stays to Airbnb, and she thinks she's going to be alone, and then there you go, there is a man living there, and they at the beginning they just don't like each other, and then it goes along, and then they start flirting. So even on that, I was the only Persian speaker. I think we had a couple of other girls as well, which they were playing, my sister, my friend. We had their voices, but I loved it. I loved it. The time I had to speak Farsi, it was amazing. It just reminded me of Iran, all the good experience I had.
As viewers also, we enjoy it when you do that. Your picture frozen again. You can hear me now?
Yes.
Good, good. So as viewers, always we enjoy that you put some Persian stuff inside these screenplays, but I'm sure that it's not written from the beginning. So you somehow bring it as an actress, right?
I missed the last bit, sorry.
So I mean, as an actress, you do it. I mean, it's not written in the screenplay, such Persian words.
Not the last two movie, The Machine and Don't Act Twice. No, I put it myself. But the other one called Temporary Story, which I played in Luxembourg and Switzerland, it was already, and it was an Iranian writer involved in that. And the good news is my new movie, Portrait of a Sinner, is going to be totally in Farsi.
Oh, that's great. Unfortunately, your picture keeps freezing,
Yeah.
but I hope it will be okay. So, Pooneh, as a Persian artist, what would you say to other Persians outside Iran? I think your picture got frozen again. Most probably you have difficulty hearing me now.
Yeah. We
So,
have difficulty with internet
is it
today.
okay now? Yes,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Now I can.
Yeah.
Good.
So I was asking about what would be your advice for other Persians who came out from Persia and Iran, and they tried to find their way in movie industry in foreign countries.
I just first of all would say really believe in yourself and do not let anybody let you down. And I would say try to create a job for yourself. You know, do not wait for anyone to contact you. You know, if you are an actor, you know, trying to do something beside it. And like I start doing pictures which I could bring my feeling into that, you know, or I start writing and I can, if I want, I can act into it. I just feel like you should create job for yourself and do not wait for other people, because it's a very difficult job to be, especially if you're coming from other part of the world and you want to fit into the cinema in, you know, UK or in Europe. I think most people are successful because they really believe in this, in themselves, and you know, they just create their own work, you know, doing theater, you know, writing, anything like that. Don't just wait, because they might never give you the opportunity, and that doesn't mean they are right, because we know so many actors are successful. That doesn't mean they are good actors, or they're just lucky. They've been lucky to be in a, you know, right place at the right time. So that would be my advice.
I'm very happy that you are very honest about it, that you are saying that talent is not the only thing. Luck is very important in this
Very
movie
important.
industry.
Definitely. Definitely.
I see.
Like you get luck straight away if your father or mother or, you know, one of your relatives is working in cinema. So you don't need to work for it, you know, you just have it. So that's a luck. I'm not saying they're all going to be talented or not talented. Some of them are talented and some of them are not. But that's a luck. And we know so many good actors and actresses in Iran, which they are amazing. They have proven themselves, but they don't get opportunity to work again. It's not because they're bad, because it's so unfair to them, you know.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Even
And
in
Pooneh, you
Hollywood, there
mentioned,
are some superstars in Hollywood, but not all of them are really good.
yes, you're right. Also, I had this pleasure to talk with some of them through these live shows. And in Los Angeles, it's totally crazy, like the level of competition, how you can survive. Also, they played in very good movies, but still, there's no guarantee what will happen to them in the next 10 years. So they have this constant pressure on them.
Yeah, definitely. There is a lot of pressure on actors, that's for sure.
And Pooneh, you mentioned about your photography. Would you tell us more about it? Because I shared one of them on the story as an ad, and it was very unique to me, those collections. So what would you say about those experiences that you had about photography?
Um, I had these ideas came to my mind, you know, when I was in Iran. I was doing painting when from a very very early age, because my mom was a painter, and I don't remember when, but I remember I was always in her studio trying to paint something, and I always had my painting was very surreal. So, but I found painting very lonely, so I wanted to do something a bit more connecting to other people. So I had these ideas of this picture. It was really the frustration I had about hijab and trying to cover yourself, not be a woman, you know, like I was saying, like the way they would like trying to press my breast to cover my body, you know, or they just put you a scarf and they so much that you can't breathe. That was just the frustration of me want to like somehow shout, you know what I mean? So that was the way I just wanted to show how I feel about all these lies and all these compulsory hijab and, you know, not trying to be yourself.
I see. And you're also, by the way, your picture is frozen again. Let me wait until your picture will come back. So guys, also let us know that you see us clearly, or there are some problems. I think there are some problems with internet connection. So I'm waiting for a picture of Pooneh to come back and we will continue. Okay, Pooneh, now I think you can hear me now. Is it okay now? Pooneh, can you hear us now? Can you hear me? Hello? So I see your video, but I don't have your voice. Most probably you cannot hear me now. Okay, so Anna says, yes, I cannot. Maybe it's better somehow. Yes, yes. Pooneh, if you can hear me, would you please close your window, and again I invite you. Let's see if I can also do that. Okay, thank you, Nusha, for letting me know. Yes, there is a problem with voice of Pooneh. I'm trying to somehow. So, Pooneh, can you hear me or no? Because everyone else can hear me. I think also Pooneh can't hear me. Let me type here. So I wrote to Pooneh that if she can close her window. Yes. So let me check if I can invite her over again. So yes, I noticed also she couldn't hear me. So that's why I typed. Let's see if it works now. I think she should again join the live from the beginning. Let's see. Okay, I have sent the request again. I think definitely there's a big problem with her, either phone or internet connection. So again, I resend it. Let me also write for Pooneh here on text. Okay. So I accepted Pooneh's request, but there's a problem. I think she should.
Oh, hello.
Yes.
I can't hear you
Yes.
guys.
Hello again.
Finally.
It's good to have you back.
Thank
So,
you.
Pooneh, where were we?
I don't remember. We were talking some-
So we were talking about your painting and photographs. So you are also teaching painting, right?
Oh, I used to, not anymore.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So what do you do these days besides photography and being an actor?
I wrote the script Portrait of a Sinner during the lockdown, and that goes to the production, Match Film and Amor Film in Luxembourg, one in Turkey and one in Luxembourg. They are the producer of the film. And finger crossed, we'll film it in October, November. And I'm writing another script, which I'm really excited, which is going to film in UK. Again, it's going to be in Persian. I love Persian language, so I'm just trying to do as much as Persian as I can. But it's going to be really different story and different feeling. I don't think we have anything similar to that. So I'm excited about that as well. So which I'm going to hopefully finish it soon and give it to another producer who is very keen to read it because he knows the story. So yeah, I am actually really, really happy to do writing these days. And that's it. I'm doing a lot at the moment.
I got your voice. No, it's good. Okay, now it got back. So sorry, I don't know what's the problem. Maybe it was internet connection. I don't know, but now it's good again. So you said about again, it's gone. Now it's okay, guys. Can you hear me? Pooneh, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, great. So Pooneh, we have also a challenge on our Instagram page named Crazy Eyebrow.
Okay.
Yeah, we try to raise one eyebrow and one down.
Perfect.
Can you do that?
Okay, say again. Oh my God.
Raise one eyebrow and one down.
Definitely not do one, but I can't help with my hands to do
No,
that. Is
that's a
that
cheat.
acceptable? Can I put some sellotape to put them on?
So
I can do one. Yeah.
Yes, some people are very good with one eyebrow. The other one doesn't work. Both of them goes up. That's
a good challenge because you're doing it very well. You're asking your guests to do as well.
Yes. So is there something that you can do very well with your facial expression?
Only the problem is this one, which I know about, doesn't go. Maybe you should have a show every morning, doing exercise with us.
Yes, I should have a live show. Everyone just joining to practice that. Exactly. Maybe after 1 month, everyone can do this dance. So Pooneh, you have Raika.
I want to say hi to Parry. My cousin's here. I love you, Parry.
Parry June, welcome. So Pooneh, Raika was born in the UK, right?
Yes.
So what would you teach her?
Yeah, Raika was born in UK.
Yes, what would you teach her in Persian culture? And what would you teach her in British culture? Because there are some differences and you may want to be selective about things that you want to teach Raika about.
I don't have anything in my mind. I talked to her in Farsi. Okay, definitely. I'm very keen. She speaks Farsi. I speak with her Farsi. She got teacher coming every Sunday to speak with her Farsi and learn the alphabet. She's 6 years old and she knows how to write in Farsi. Um, my families are here, so she sees a lot of my mom and my sister and my friends, which are Iranian. So I want her to learn everything. But the only things I definitely trying to avoid is everything about covering yourself, which I am very, very against it. So that's the only things, and she knows it. She's so clever because when we talk, um, she tells me that don't worry, mommy, I'm not going to, because they got in a school teaching about like other religious, and I was very scared because I grew up in Iran, and I was like, oh my god, are they going to teach her now all these things as well? And very cleverly she said, don't worry, mommy, I know everything and I don't believe it. And I just thought, so silly, this 6 years old trying to convince and like make me like calm down, mom, I'm not going to. So anything about Iran and Persian culture, I definitely want her to know. She loves to. She actually really proud being Iranian, which it just makes me so happy because I know some other family they don't even speak Farsi. The mother and father both Iranian. In the house they don't speak Farsi to the kids, and they're like really proudly saying, "Oh, my kids. Oh, she doesn't. Oh, he doesn't speak Farsi. How's that possible?" And you should just see that's something bad. Every Iranian, even half Iranian, should learn Farsi and speak Farsi. And I'm so proud. She loves it. And when we go on the street, because there are a lot of Iranian families living in London, and when they speak Farsi, she give a look to me and she's like, oh, they're Iranian. And she feels really close and she's proud to be Iranian. That makes me very happy. About English culture, she will learn. I don't need to be worried about it. She will learn all that side.
You're right. She's already in that environment, so you are doing your part about the Persian culture. I see that. And this is very sad to hear that you were infected, how to say, affected very negatively about those events that happen in Iran, about your hijab and everything. But as you know even better than me, that in Iran it's not the only problem regarding theater or movies. Also, I was a writer in Iran, and I was also trying to find my way in theater. The problem was that oh, your picture is frozen again. Is it
I
okay now?
didn't hear what you were saying. Sorry. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I was saying that this is not the only problem in Iran. Also, as a writer, I faced so many problems in Iran, and I was also trying to find my way in theater. And unfortunately, they didn't give me permission for my writings, on and on. So that's why I tried to just post everything on internet. So I found my community on internet, my readers, but unfortunately, to make it to another level, to make it a movie, again, as you said, we should be lucky somehow. If there's no connection, it's very hard to make it happen.
Right.
So
Definitely.
all of us somehow got negatively affected by that. And at least the only thing we can do is to just uh, convey that rich Persian culture to the next generation. Especially what you do with Raika is wonderful. I'm glad that you are doing it.
Thank you.
So, Pooneh, I try to keep the interviews short in order not to lose the video, but I enjoyed talking with you very much. So, what would you like to add for the viewers?
I don't know if anybody asked any question.
Usually, they
Anybody
send
wants to ask
love
any
to
question.
you and said very nice things to
I
you.
love you guys. Thanks so much for watching this program.
And one person said Dr. Tuam is an awesome writer. Thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Finally, one of my fans. Okay, Puneet, thank you very much for joining me today. You are a wonderful person, and I really enjoyed each moment of our conversation. And I hope the viewers the same, although we had
Great.
some
Thank you
technical
so much for
difficulties
having me.
today. Thank you,
No
Puneet.
problem, and
Have
thanks
a
so much for having me. Thank you. Love you guys.
Thank you very much, Pooneh. See you guys.
Bye. Take
Bedrood.
care.
Khadafez.
Khodafez.